Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in week 2. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone. So that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Milton. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw, it's Milton. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Seahawks nothing. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This defense for the Cards, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll run again with Wilson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Oh, what a juke into space. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. He returns the punt, 64 yards on the score. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss-hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Fielded at the 43. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Here's Milton now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. 11 yards for number 11.
JSN, as he's known everywhere around the league, was the Offensive Player of the Year in 2025 with nearly 1,800 yards receiving. Why is he so dominant? Terrific combination of route running and hands.
Gets around him. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from the 37, here's second down and 3.
Now a give, running left is Wilson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
In motion comes the tight end left. Smith and Jigba with the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Complete
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 14.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Wilson with a first down carry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a fourth down.
That's a little too conservative in my opinion. You've got to trust your quarterback here on third down. Instead, they try to pick it up with the screen, but the defense was able to rally to the ball and get the stop.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Myers' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Running to start the drive is Love. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
He can't get him down. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
21. Seahawks 3. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield. So a solid return to the 50.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Let's go now.
They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Throwing is Milton. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
On first down, here's Love. Oh, spinning away. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 95 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Milton. Finding his target is Trey McBride. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Straight ahead running. Here's Love. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Here's Love again. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a pickup of 6.
A gain of 6.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Track him, 60. Track 60, track 60.
To throw is Milton. That ball caught by Harrison. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
It's a gain of 20.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Milton. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Shotgun handoff now for Love. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Got it, ready?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Cougar 19.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Operating from the gun, Milton. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Cardinals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
28. Seahawks 3.
So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
2nd and 5. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Another carry for Wilson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap? And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming. let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 12. And the Seahawks.
They'll look to throw here. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play out.
Pushing his way through. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Cooper Kupp as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
His kick is
extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is down to 28-10.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Throwing to start the drive. Milton. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf.
17 at the 18-yard line.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here.
He's got a man complete. Down the left sideline. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Milton.
Completes this to Elijah Higgins.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Milton.
They'll try and set up the screen to Love.
And I think he's got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
47-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start the drive with Wilson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. Try! And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
A great effort there. 45 yards.
And the Seahawks take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point.
Seahawks, 25. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Milton. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Milton.
Short one here, caught by McBride.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's second down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll look to throw again.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
That's good for the Cardinals. First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They turn to Love on the handoff. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. A first carry for Tyler Algier.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
That's another Cardinals first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll hand it off. It's Love. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
You want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a third down and goal. Looking to throw. Milton. Being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Will Johnson. And the Cards are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
Back now here on EA Sports. been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And some strong running. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. A give, this is Wilson. Down right around the 25. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the fourth quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
And Myers winds up yanking it. This is no good. Wide to the left. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's Milton.
Over the middle, complete. It's Higgins.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Brings up
second and 9 from the 44.
44-yard line.
To throw, it's Milton.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
It certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
On 4th down, Milton.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll run with Love. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
152 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
They'll run here with Algier.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Here's Love. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. Warriors 70.
Back to throw. Milton buying time to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
And this one is right through. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here's 1st and 10.
On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick.
Buda Baker there on the coverage.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Come on. Hey. 77 more.
Here's Milton now to throw. That is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen. It's complete.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you're getting them hard when you see him drift out the throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
Wilson going to try the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Sutton's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st, they'll go back to Wilson. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll run again with Wilson.
And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game. So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 32, Cardinals 31. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Man open left side. It's his running back with it.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Get right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time ball.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away.
And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Cardinals,